Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to talk about Parkinsonism. So guys, if you not subscribe my channel yet, so please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon. So guys, let's start our video. So firstly we discuss what is Parkinsonism. So the Parkinsonism is a progressive neurological disorder of muscle movement as a clinical syndrome consisting of 4 cardinal features. So the Parkinsonism is a neurological disorder that is a progressive type. So in this there are the 4 features. First one is bradykinesia, second one is muscular rigidity, third one is tremor, and the fourth one is impairment of the postural balance. So in the bradykinesia, what is bradykinesia? In the bradykinesia, there is a slowness and the difficulty in maintaining the movement. Movements are typically reduced in speed, range, and the amplitude. And the rigidity and the depression can also influence the bradykinesia. It is the most disabling symptom of the Parkinsonism. So the bradykinesia, there is a slowness and the difficulty maintaining the movement. Now the second one is tremor. Tremor is defined as an involuntary oscillation of the body part, and this is one of the cardinal sign of the Parkinsonism. So in this there is an involuntary movement occur. Now the third one is rigidity. So the rigidity, it is a state in which the particles of a substances are fixed in their position. It means in this limb gets stiff and the patient complain of rigidity as a sensation of the heaviness or the stiffness. So this is the rigidity. Now the fourth one is postural disturbance leading to disturbance of gait and falling. So this is the Parkinsonism. Now second we discuss the etiology of the Parkinsonism. So the most cases are of idiopathic Parkinsonism, and the second one is viral inflammation. Third one is brain trauma or the stroke that is predisposed to the Parkinsonism. Fourth one is poisoning by manganese, carbon monoxide, pesticide or 1-methyl-4-phenyl 1,2,3,6 tetrahydropyridine predispose the Parkinsonism. Then the next is intoxication with MPTP, a byproduct of the synthesis of an illegal meperidine analog, produce a condition closely resembling Parkinsonism. Produce the condition that features are same as that of the Parkinsonism, but it is different from the Parkinsonism. The other cause of Parkinsonism, first one is hypothyroidism, second one is hypoparathyroidism, third one is alcohol withdrawal, and the fourth one is chronic liver failure or the Wilson disease. So these also predispose the Parkinsonism. So this is the etiology of the Parkinsonism. Now we discuss the factors that directly associated or inversely associated with the Parkinsonism. So the first one is increasing age, and the second one is it affect male than that of the female. Third one is white race. Fourth, drinking well water. Diet, the person who take diet animal fat, milk, iron, and the sixth one is obesity. Seven is hysterectomy and supplement estrogen. Next is midlife constipation, rapid eye movement sleep disorder, the person who is suffering from insomnia. The next one is physical and the emotional stress, family history of Parkinson disease, rural residence, pesticide, farming, teaching, healthcare work matters. So these are the factors that is associated with Parkinsonism, and the factors that are inversely associated with it: smoking, tobacco consume, caffeine intake, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug use, alcohol, and the greater physical activity that is also associated with the Parkinsonism. So these are the factors of Parkinsonism. Now we discuss symptom of the Parkinson disease. So firstly we discuss in the eyes. So in the eyes there is a forced closure of the eyelid, and the second one is mouth. So there is a difficulty in speaking, excessive salivation, difficulty in swallowing, and a soft or low voice. And the skin, the effect on the skin, so there is a increasing sweating. The central system that is affected by the Parkinsonism, there is a depression, anxiety, decline in intellectual functioning, dizziness or fainting. And in the lungs there is a upper airway obstruction and abnormality of the ventilatory control. And in the muscular, so there is a weakness, edges, tremor, and in the intestinal there is a constipation. So these are the symptoms of the Parkinsonism, and the systematic symptom of tremor, impaired balance, small handwriting, sleepiness, trouble moving or walking, masked face. So the patient that is suffering from Parkinsonism, so their face is masked face, expressionless face. Cause of postural instability. The person walk in fascinating gait. So what is fascinating gait? Due to abnormal stoop posture, gait is characterized by progressive increase in speed and shortening of step, as you can see on the diagram. And the patient take multiple short steps to catch up the center of the mass and avoid falling and eventually break into the run. Turning and changing direction are difficult. So this is fascinating gait on which person walk with the increased speed but in a short step. Now we discuss diagnostic criteria for the Parkinsonism. So the first one is bradykinesia and either rest tremor or rigidity. Second one is levodopa response up to 1 gram per day. Third one is no secondary cause like drug, multiple infarct and metabolic. And the fourth one is definite diagnosis. So these are the diagnostic criteria for the PD. Now the drug that is used to the Parkinsonism. So the dopaminergic drug that are used for treatment of the Parkinsonism. So in this there is a first one is amantadine HCl, that is dopamine agonist. Now the second one is bromocriptine mesylate, that is a dopamine receptor stimulant. Third one is carbidopa levodopa, that is commonly used and that enter the brain and converted into the dopamine. Fourth one is ergoline mesylate, that produce the same effect as the dopamine. Fifth one is pramipexole, that stimulate the dopamine receptor. Next one is robineol HCl, that inhibit the nerve responses. Next is salicylic HCl, that increase the dopaminergic activity. And the last one is tolcapone, that is selective inhibitor. So these are the drugs that is used to treat the Parkinsonism. Now we discuss the physiotherapy management that is for the Parkinsonism. So in this there is a balance that is impaired in the Parkinsonism patient. So we have to do some exercises. First one is relaxation exercises. Second one is range of motion exercises and the stretching. Range of motion exercises for maintain the range and the stretching for elongation of the tissue. Third one is facial exercises, because we discussed that the person that is suffering from the Parkinsonism who has a masked face, so in this facial exercises done. Fourth one is respiratory management. In this there is a breathing exercises, airway clearance technique. Sixth one is balance training for improve the balance. First one is sitting balance, second is sit to stand transition, third one is standing balance, and fourth one is kitchen sink exercises. So these exercises are given for the Parkinsonism patient to improve their balance. And then there is a gait training, because we read that the person that is suffering from the Parkinsonism who walk with the increased speed but in a short step. So in this there is a gait training provided to the patient. Now the last one is aerobic exercises. So these exercises are beneficial for Parkinsonism patient to improve their condition and maintain their range of motion and improve their balance. So guys, in this video we discuss about Parkinsonism. Hope you like this video. So please like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you.